everybody. So we're talking trailers. This is another trailer battle. I did this last week and we're going to do it this week because I thought it was really fun. We had 3 big trailers to come out this week. Them was from a favorite franchise of mine, and that is the Xmen Apocalypse. And I really love the X-Men movies. This is actually the comic book movie that I am the most looking forward to. And even though I am very, very excited for the Civil War, I thought this trailer was really good and definitely gets me excited for the upcoming film. I loved Days of Future Past. I thought that was an excellent movie. And I think that it did a really good job setting it up from the beginning that you see Jean Grey. She's had this dream. She's got this vision of what's going to happen. Charles Xavier, and, he's, obviously concerned. And then you see him doing sort of this research, and you see the Rose Byrne character we haven't seen since X-Men First Class. And she's telling them about this creature, the Apocalypse, and how he's talking about the 4 horsemen and sort of the sign of the end of the world and this power. And then you see the Apocalypse, and then you see Mystique, really Raven. You don't really see Mystique in this trailer. You see a little bit of Magneto. You saw Storm, who looked awesome. I'm really, really excited because I have not been that big a fan of Halle Berry's performance of Storm. So I'm really excited for this new actress to give it a shot. And it just looked really fun, but also exciting. And so I'm very, very excited about the film. Pretty classic trailer. I don't have that much commentary on it as far as, just sort of started the setup. It's kind of explained what it started the setup, it introduced the villain, introduced some of the heroes, and, sort of explained some of the stakes. And that's what you want in a trailer. You don't want to know the ending. You don't want to know the big twists. You just sort of want to know, here are the key players. Here's sort of a basic idea of the story. And there you go. And I think that this trailer did a good job of that. I really, really do. A few things I didn't like. I didn't like how we never saw Mystique. We only saw Raven. It was only Jennifer Lawrence. It might as well have been Katniss, for goodness sakes, the way it was. I love that character, and I think she was the emotional core of Days of Future Past. And so I'm really, really excited to see where they go with it. But I just kind of wish we had seen a little bit of her shape-shifting and a little bit of her as Mystique. So just feel a little bit of concern that sometimes these, destruction and end of the world things can be a little bit corny. So that's my only concern. And we didn't see any Wolverine. There's been some debate about whether he's going to be in this at all or just going to be a cameo. I don't know. But that was a little bit of a surprise to me because I just didn't know. So I guess maybe I'm just behind on my Wolverine Xmen Apocalypse knowledge. But I really loved seeing Nightcrawler. That was really exciting. Like I said, Storm was really exciting. You got a little bit of Quicksilver again, which I loved in Days of Future Past. So just all of these elements are it's just one of those trailers that just gives you all these little elements, but doesn't spoil anything or doesn't give away too much. Okay, then the next trailer we got this week is just a teaser trailer for next year's BFG. This is directed by Steven Spielberg, and it looks great. It is based, of course, on the Roald Dahl novel. I loved the novel growing up. I loved Roald Dahl, but I've always thought it would be one of the hardest ones to adapt. They did do an animated film. I haven't seen it, and they did a TV series a while back, but just because it seems like it would be hard because it's all about a race of giants that eat children. That seems like that'd be tough to translate into film. But, it's one thing to read about that, another thing to actually see it, But I'm sure that Spielberg and his team could handle it. He's got all his regulars, John Williams' score. He's got all, his cinematographers, is everybody who's worked with him on pretty much every project. And I wasn't a huge fan of Bridge of Spies. I didn't hate it, but I was disappointed by it. It's not like I love everything he does, but he's only made one film that I've hated, which was the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. For the most part, I've really loved his movies, and it's been a long time since he's done something for kids, since Tintin, so this really excites me. And, looked like the visuals were strong. I thought it was a well-done teaser. You see just a little bit of the giant, and it kind of builds up, and people think the witching hour is midnight, but it's really 3 a.m. when I'm the only one awake. I thought that was really good in sort of building tone and getting you kind of intrigued and excited. The little girl looks like a good actress, and some of the actors that we know are going to be in this. Mark Rylance and Bill Hader is going to be in it, so that should be cool. They're good performers. So, and then the last trailer for the week is called Kubo and the Strings, and this I'm so excited about. I didn't even know about this film, and it is by Leica Animation, and I've loved Leica Animation. I even liked the Box Trolls, which a lot of people didn't like, but I really thought it was a clever way of teaching kids about class and the way that we group each other. But this looks totally different than anything Leica has done in the past. It doesn't look kind of gothic or horror or whatever you want to inspired like their other films. This looks really different, and it's directed by Travis Knight, who is the son of the founder of Leica, who Philip Knight he's the co-president of Nike, and he kind of founded Leica in a lot of ways to help his son. And so this is really interesting to see him actually now be the director, because he's been an animator, but for him to now be the director will be really cool. And I thought it looked amazing. I thought the water looked incredible. I love water in animation in any form. It looked way more like realistic and vibrant, and I thought that all the characters looked really neat. And it's this Japanese legend about this boy who's taking care of his mom, and he starts getting haunted by these spirits to go to find this magical suit of armor that I guess was at one point owned by his father. And so then he has to kind of go on this epic adventure. It looked almost like the Odyssey. Like, it looks and sounds really, really cool. The cast, which they did point out in the trailer, Matthew McConaughey, Charlize Theron, Rooney Mara, Ralph Fiennes, George Takei, and more. And they showed the characters while they named the different voice actors, because some, like in DreamWorks, when they just have this list of celebrity voice actors, like in Secret Life of Pets, that trailer, that totally turns me off, because it's just like they're just writing on these celebrity voices. And whereas this, it felt like that was the way they were kind of introducing all of these characters to you in the trailer. I guess I was just particularly excited about this trailer because I knew nothing about this film. Like, it was really a great example of how a trailer can get you pumped. Now, this is one of my most anticipated films of 2016. Yeah, those are the three trailers. You got the BFG, you've got Kubo and the Strings, you've got Xmen Apocalypse. Very different, but all, I think, look very promising, and I'm excited. So which one looked the most interesting to you of the three? Put in the comment section. I'll put links if you want to check them all out. And thanks so much. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.